Hi guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is Season 8, Episode 9 of my Leicester City Let's Play on Football Manager 2018. And apologies for no video yesterday, and this one coming out a little bit late. I have been having troubles with OBS and encoder overload issues, but I think I fixed it. But other than that, you can see at the league table we're now on joint points with Man United. That's right, 65 points apiece, and they've dropped some points finally. Against Wolves. Was it Wolves? Yeah, they drew 2-2 against Wolves. Thank you, Wolves, for that. So, that's good. So, let's have a quick look at what we've been getting up to. Obviously, last time you saw us, did we... Yeah, we lost against Tottenham. And then we absolutely battered Swansea 6-0. And then after that, it's been, say, difficult, but good at the same time. Like the Watford game, we were 2-0 down and then managed to come back and win 3-2, which was a crazy game. I'm quite happy with it. Then we played Preston, who we won 4-2. We did let them get a couple of goals, which was a bit worrying, and we didn't score until, obviously, well, 2 goals via Harry Kane in the first half, right near the end of the first half. Anyway, stoppage time of the first half. Good. Arsenal game. Now, this was, again, another one. We went 1-0 ahead, and then they scored 2 before half-time. Then we came back, Kasper Dolberg getting 1, and then Aubameyang getting another one in the 53rd minute. And we managed to hold on and win 3-2. It was a good game, and if we have a look at the goal scorers, Dolberg, Aubameyang, not Aubameyang, Abraham even, every time. Kane, Dolberg, Abraham, Kane. So our strikers at the minute are loving life, scoring a lot of goals. Wilfred Ndidi as well is started to step up and perform 7.2 rating there. What did he get there? 8.8. 7.4. And then obviously we won 5-0 as well against KRC, is it Gek? In the first knockout stage of the Europa League. We won 5-0. Ndidi, Dolberg, Abraham, Kane and Zuma all getting on the score sheet. And again, Wilfred Ndidi getting a 9.3 rating. He's now stepped his game up. He's loving this role we're playing. He's just, yeah, he's now having joint best season he's ever had with us. 7.30 rating. That would do. That would do. So, without further ado, we'll get into today's game. We're going to be playing Sheffield Wednesday in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and then we're going to be playing KRC again. We've got a 5-0 lead in this, so hopefully we should win, but anything can happen in Football Manager. So this is the team we're going to line up. I am going to be playing this formation. It is rotated a little bit. Silverham's still going to keep in goal because he's doing all right. I don't want to take him out. We've got Laundry at right back, Zuma, Miguel, and Chilwell at left back. Let me just change Chilwell to full back because that's what he wants to do. With Toussaint, Ndidi as my midfield 2. With Mo Salah, McHugh, Dolberg as an inside forward, and Scott. We've got Quinzero, Victor on the bench. Martin Erdegaard. Yeah, we've got the usual people on the bench as well. So this is the formation we're going to be playing. One standard. Against Sheffield Wednesdays, let's go attacking. Screw it, we're going to go attacking. And pretty much that's it. If it doesn't work, last time we played this game, well, this system it wasn't actually the Swansea game that you saw. It was, I played it again in the Wolves game. But then we had an injury to, I think it was Erdegaard that had an injury, so it just put me back to go to the 3 at the back formation, which is working really well. And I can see why people are mentioning about the 3 up top being a bit overpowered. It seems to be working well. And at the minute, I'm not going to change it. It is working for me. So I want to win the league. I want to get this series done a little bit. What we're doing, we should be winning this match. We really should be winning this match. Kasper Dolberg as well. Morale is still very poor, considering how good of a season we're having. He's just not happy. But I'm not selling him. And if we do sell him, it's going to have to be for a hell of a lot of money. So, and I'm thinking like £80 million worth of money. Maybe even £100 million. If Harry Winks is worth 100 odd million. Dolberg, who scores a shitload of goals. I just swore, that's naughty, isn't it? Bagload of goals, then, yeah, he's worth like 100 million quid. But we don't want to be losing to Sheffield Wednesday today, because that wouldn't be good. Right, Mo Salah's on the ball. Finds Dolberg, looks for Scott. Scott scores, but he did look like he was a little bit offside before the pass came in, though. Will it count? It looks like it is going to count. Chris Scott starting his FA Cup scoring run again, if he wants to be the top goal scorer of this tournament. But Mo Salah with a lovely pass to Dolberg. If we have a quick look at Chris Scott, was he offside? Oh, no, it was just onside before the ball was played. Getting Chris Scott, getting another goal for himself. Yes, he's not really doing it in the league at the minute, but the FA Cup is loving life. And yes, it is against lower opposition, but he's still stepping up. Anything can happen in this FA Cup. But it'd be nice for us to win it again for the third season. Back-to-back FA Cups as well. We are defending it. We almost could have won this 4 times in a row. I think we've been to the final. Is it 4 seasons in a row now we've been into the final? Is it 4? We beat Crystal Palace, lost against Man United, beat Man City. I think that's how it's gone. I'm pretty sure this is our 4th FA Cup fight. Why am I talking like we're there? We're really not. Yes, we have an easy tie now, but we've got plenty of other games to play in this FA Cup yet, and we're only 1-0 up. So I've probably just completely jinxed it. Like Laundry, who can he pass to? Finds Mo Salah to McHugh. Looks for Chris Scott. Can he get the cross in? Chris Scott's going to go alone. I thought he was going to cut it across for Dolberg, but no. Chris Scott goes in by himself, makes it 2-0. He's going to get a hat-trick again. Is he going to score another 5 goals for me? That'd be nice. That would be nice. It definitely would be top goal scorer in the FA Cup if he manages to score like... I don't know what the highest goal scorer is in the FA Cup history. I probably need to look into that. But his performance is doing well, and I still don't think he's got an England call-up yet. I'll have a look at half-time, see if he's had a call-up to England, but I don't think he has. And I feel a little bit sorry for him if that's the case, because I feel like he deserves it. He's a good lad. Right, Zuma to Dolberg, to Toussaint, to Ndidi, to Chilwell. He's on a yellow card, so he's probably going to have to come off at half-time, maybe. Scott's in. Scott almost with his hat-trick. Almost there with his hat-trick. Dolberg looks like he's doing all right on the left-hand side. I will be getting Quinzaro on the 16-year-olds on that left-hand side just because he's a hot prospect. Don't let them score, though. Do not let them score. They've just hit the crossbar. Zuma. That's the end of that highlight. Right, half-time. 2-0. That was an alright half. Obviously, we're still getting used to this formation. We haven't had all the possession. It's okay. It is okay. I'm going to tell them I'm pleased. Keep going. Passionately say, yeah, just do the whole I have faith in your thing. Have a look. And was I right about Chris Scott? Can I click on him here? No, I can't. Tactic screens, I can. Did he, or has he, had a call-up to the England senior team? 0 caps for England. But then again, he's not been performing that great for us, has he? And the goals probably isn't as much as he should be scoring in the league. So that's probably why. But look at him, he's class. 19 finishing. 19 finishing. He should be playing a lot better than he is. Anyway, second half, let's get into it. This is just the boring kick-off highlight. Nothing's going to come from this. So why did they keep putting it in? There we go. Told you. Pointless. Mo Salah has now picked up a bit of a knock, which hopefully it's not too bad of a knock, but I can bring Erdegaard out on that side. Now they have got a chance here. Hopefully they don't score. They've just hit the crossbar again. We're very fortunate today. They could have had 2 goals for us, or 2 goals already. So let me make a couple of subs. Dolberg is having a good game. Erdegaard can play out on this right-hand side. Is it an inside forward he can do? Yeah, he can be an inside forward. Let's just give Erdegaard a couple of games. He hasn't actually played for the past few games. He did have an injury. And then, because I've been playing 3 up front, I've not really been using my attacking midfielder. It has been a sub. I've been bringing on McHugh late on in the game to take off a striker. Yeah, it's been working all right like that. But Erdegaard just hasn't got into the team properly. And I thought Chilwell was going to get himself sent off then for a second. And hopefully I do have a left-back on the bench. Like Zuma. Big ball over the top for Scott. Scott's in. Scott's got his hat-trick. 3-0. Chris Scott in the FA Cup is literally on fire. That's 8 goals in 2 games in the FA Cup. Why can't he do this sort of stuff in the league? Zuma, big ball over the top. Scott's there. Slots it in. 3-0. Get in, Chris Scott. Well in. Right, let's make this sub. Let's who have we got on the bench? Just noticed we don't have a left back on the bench. So Chilwell, please don't get yourself sent off. Can anyone else play there? Miguel can kind of play there. That might be a sub for later on. But Victor is going to come on. The young lads. How old is he? 16-year-old Portuguese winger. Could he be the next Ronaldo, do you reckon? Train him to be a striker. I am actually training him to be a striker. Not a bad idea, is it? Anyway, enough said with that. Let's make this change and get on with it. Victor Quinzaro. I'm probably butchering his name massively, but he's fine. He's not a real player. I'm not going to offend anyone. Right, hopefully we don't concede. We don't. That's nice. 70 minutes in. What to do? What to do? What to do? Tell you what. Martins is on the bench. Oh no, Holding's on the bench. That's fine. I thought Martins was on the bench. I was going to have the youngsters. Let's just do Holding there. Swap these two rounds. Put you as a defensive fullback. We'll kind of do it that way. That might work. Obviously, play Miguel out of position, but I just don't like Chilwell being on that yellow card. I can just see him getting himself sent off. 3-0 up, quite comfortable. Hopefully, Quinzaro can come up with an assist or a goal or something like that. It'd be nice to. It's nice getting him into the first team, and this is the reason why I've kind of changed this tactic as well. Just because it's nice to have a prospect out on the wing. So we need to play him as much as possible. Obviously, the league at the minute, the front situation without any wingers, without any wide men, are definitely the better option to go with at the minute. But using this formation in like the FA Cup and League Cup is going to be good. I'm not using it in the Europa Cup. Indeed, he's in. Can he find a cross? Indeed, he just scores himself. I told you this man was on fire at the minute. It's now 4-0. Yeah, I'm not using this formation in any game that's proper competitive. I know the FA Cup is competitive, but I want to win everything. And the other three at the back formation seems to be working better for us. But then again, this is only Sheffield Wednesday even, sorry. So who are we beating this formation? We played this formation for the whole of the FA Cup. So who have we had? Swansea. We haven't played anyone decent yet. No offence to the other clubs, but Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday aren't really the biggest clubs in the history of the FA Cup, are they? Or the league. So we're expected to win these games, and we have. Right, that's it. Full time. 3-0. Well, 3-0, 4-0. Chris Scott with a hat-trick. Ndidi with a goal. That's nice. Well done, lads. And I think we've got the draw straight after this to the quarter-final. I don't know who won the Manchester derby. Oh, Man United did, didn't they? 2-0. So who's in it then? Right, Arsenal and Burnley are going to a replay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly cut Mo Salah's out to 3 to 4 weeks. That's wonderful, isn't it? I'm going to quickly cut to the draw. I'll be back in a second. Right, here we are for the draw. Who are we going to get? Burnley or Arsenal? To be honest with you, Burnley and Arsenal wouldn't be a bad shout, because no doubt Burnley will win and we'll get Arsenal. And that's the game we're going to have. So Arsenal, we know we can beat. Burnley, another championship team, so we should beat them. Man United are playing Stoke, Bournemouth are playing Chelsea, and Liverpool are playing West Ham. Nice. I can just see it being a Leicester Man United final, and it's just been us two all season long. Right, let's quickly get into this Europa League game. Right, here we are, guys, for the home leg against GRC. This is the team I'm going to be playing. We've got Zuma, Martins, Holding as the back three, with Silva in goal, Hernandez and TT as our wing backs, with Ndidi and Winks as our midfield two, with Abraham, Scott and Dolberg up front, playing attacking. It's just going to go well for us, hopefully. I can't play Miguel even, because he's already played in this competition. Other than that, that's that. Sapan wants to leave the club because I'm not playing him, which I don't blame him. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get him out on loan. I need to get a really young goalkeeper in with a bag's load of potential, just so then he doesn't mind sitting on the bench. and then I can slowly build him in to be the first choice keeper. I expect nothing from a win from this match. Yes, because to be honest with you, goalkeeping wise, we are very low on the ground for goalkeepers, so we need to hope for. I don't want to jinx it, but if we get injuries to our 2 goalkeepers, we're absolutely screwed. But we're going into this game, 5-0 up from the last leg, and I'm kind of just hoping that we cruise through this game, but I don't think we will. I've got a feeling they're going to get an early goal and take us to the wire, because that's generally what happens with these sort of games, especially when you're 5-0 up, got away goals. As long as they don't score 5 and we bag a couple today, we should be all right. Should be, but I know what this Leicester team's capable of. Right, TT with a clearance. There we go. Found Dolberg. Plays it to Abraham, who shoots and hits it over. I would have thought he would have scored that, but at least square it to Chris Scott. I have been obviously playing Harry Kane in the Scott role he's playing today, but he bagged a hat-trick in the FA Cup. Why not play him in the Europa League game? Just come back from a hat-trick. Go do it again, son. See if you can do it again. When he scored 5 goals against Swansea, he didn't do it for Wolves, because I played obviously the 4-2-3-1 formation and stuck Chris Scott up front. It didn't work. He had a poor game. Had to go to the 3 up front, put Harry Kane on. Harry Kane scored. Right, free kick to them. Half an hour, coming up to the half an hour mark. And it's been quite 50-50. We've not had any of the possession. We've had 1 clear-cut chance. Well, they've had none. 3 shots apiece. Looks like they might be bagging a goal. No. We're now on the attack. And this is what I like about this formation. We get the ball, and we've got three strikers up front ready to pounce. We can counter quite quick. Abraham to Scott, who Scott does get the goal. Makes it 1-0 on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. We're definitely going through to the next round of the Europa League. That was lovely football. And again, it's nice to see Chris Scott getting on the score sheet, because he's the lad who really wanted to focus this attack round. Yes, we've got Abraham. Yes, we've got Dolberg. But he's the young lad coming through. He's come through our academy. And I wanted him to do well. And he is slowly doing well. Right, corner to us. Indeed, in. Dolberg, I thought it was just going to ping to Zuma, and Zuma was just going to tap it in. He didn't, though. Right, TT. We're throwing to Abraham. Looking to TT. Crosses it in. Winks is there. We can't really capitalise on it, but Holding's there. Wins that ball. Looks to Theo. Plays it in. Chris Scott has got himself another goal. It's 2-0. Is Chris Scott going to get back-to-back hat-tricks? That's going to be nice. And this just goes out to Holding. Holding just picks the ball up and just volleys it back over to Theo, who just picks the ball up, crosses it in, and Chris Scott's in there. Again, 19 finishing that lad, so he should be scoring from that position if the ball comes into him. Right, just coming up to half-time. Here we are, half-time. Things are going well. We're 2-0 up, 7-0 up on aggregate. I'm very happy with how things are going. Keep it going. They don't really look that bothered, do they? Right, they need to concentrate. I'm going to take off Hernandez, though, because he's looking a bit tired. And he took a bit of a knock just before the end of that first half. So let's bring on Chilwell. Right, it's just going to be this stupid highlight that doesn't really count. Yes, it does. Right, we're just coming up to the hour mark. I'm thinking subs. Thinking Dolberg's going to come off. He's not been having a great game. And I tell you why, probably. Because Dolberg and Abraham have been playing them the other way around. And Dolberg's been getting a few goals. Hopefully we can defend this and don't concede. That's it. I'm going to make the sub now, though. I have been playing Dolberg this side. And it seems to have worked. But anyway, Dolberg's coming off. McHugh's going to come on. Don't need to make any other subs just yet. Probably most likely bring on Laundry just to get him some experience. Right, Chris Scott to Winks. Harry Winks. What a lovely goal that was. Again, he's surely showing me, can't speak, he's worth that £100 million I spent for him. Harry Winks gets himself a goal. And he's just a rock in midfield. His passing completion rate is just immense. And the other day, I looked in a game, it was 100%. Every pass he made was 100%. He's decent. It's not too bad. Right, I am going to take off TT, bring on Laundry and get him some experience and more game time into him. Because, again, he's showing some prospect. I need to get more game time to him as well. He's a young player. And he needs to learn this wing-back role as quick as he can. So the only way to do that is to get game time for him. Right, we're just coming up to the end of this game. There's been no other highlights other than this one we're about to see now. McCule to Chilwell to Abraham. Cross it into Scott. Scott hasn't got his hat-trick yet, has he? Chilwell to Abraham to Laundry is in. Oh, and just hits it over. Not bad, though. Good play from us. I just thought that was our team of conditioning then. Our conditions here. Indeed, he's looking a little bit tired. Probably needs to rest the team a little bit for this next game. But we have gone through 3-0, 8-0 on aggregate. Nice, simple game for us. Chris Scott getting a couple of goals. Harry Winks getting another one. A nice victory, well done. They don't seem to be bothered by that, do they, for them to get around to the next round. So I've got West Ham next in the next league game. And I'm going to have to end this episode here, just due to the fact that I'm going to be late for work. So I'm probably most likely I will be back for the Liverpool game and then the second round of the Europa League, whoever that is. Guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I'll catch you in a bit.